All right, time for another elixir to drop. I'm going to be talking about the newest from Hugo Boss. This is the Boss The Scent Elixir. But today I'm going to give you guys one that actually surprised me. So stick around if you want to know more about the new Hugo Boss The Scent Elixir. Let's hop into it. Welcome back to another video. MaxChat here. If you love to make a great and lasting impression, you should know by now that smelling good is a great way to do that. If you do enjoy the channel, please show your support by leaving a like, subscribing for more, and of course, hit the bell so you get these videos straight into your feed. We're going to hop into the newest from Boss, or Hugo Boss. This is called the Scent Elixir. There's been a few. And last year we had the magnetic this scent, which I really loved. It made my top favorite releases designer of last year, 2023. This one here is called the Scent Elixir Parfum Intense. Looking at the presentation here, it's pretty similar to all the other the scents. The only difference here is going to be the color scheme, which is that burgundy, almost bronze color with the ever rose gold kind of a motif going on. Looks pretty cool. The bottle looks nice, although they did away with the grid that they had with all the other scents, which is kind of let down, maybe cutting costs a little bit. Bottle is more minimalist, again, with that burgundy reddish color and bronze or gold, ever rose gold appointments. Looks good, looks classy, but I do think that if they had the grid, it would have looked a little better. I went into this one here thinking it was going to be more, of the same cash grab, cash cow, money grab kind of a thing, and I was mistaken. I'm going to just leave it at that for now. Let's get into the scent. The sprayers are actually pretty nice. You can control the mist depending on how hard you push the atomizer. And this particular fragrance is available in the 100 ml that you're seeing here on my hands. However, it's not readily available in the US yet. It's going to start to trickle in. It's going to start to populate here in the US. This will run you about $150 US to give or take when it does hit shelves. That's what I'm thinking. It could be, close to 200, but it's not going to be a cheap one. You can wait for it to hit discounters hopefully sooner rather than later. But for now, it is a little bit on the pricier side of the designers because it is an elixir. Every time they release an elixir fragrance, most likely it's going to be heavier, darker, more bodied ingredients, and of course, more expensive, higher price. But conversation for a different video. This one is going to retail for about 150 to 175, give or take, when it hits shelves here. This was, sent to me from overseas. The initial blast, though, is going to be great. When you look at the note breakdowns, when you're looking at the note breakdown, most companies now are going to cut the notes to about 3 notes. It's customary now just to make things simple, simplify things. I do get a lot more things here for sure, which you're going to get into it right now. The opening is going to be very pleasant. I mean, it had me at hello. When I did the first impression, I was like, wow, this is nice. This is, it's going to be a little bit earthy, definitely spicy, creamy. It's got this nice volume to it, nice texture. It smells good. You're going to like the smell. Is it similar to a lot of things? Sure, we're going to talk about it very soon. But, it is a nice opening here. It's going to be fruity, creamy, a little bit earthy, a little bit smoky, definitely bodied, definitely going to be an attention-grabbing opening. Simple as that. By the way, quick question for you. Are you, like myself, thinking that the elixir thing's going a little bit too far? Do you think it's just, enough is enough? Let me know in the comments if you think it's enough. While you're at it, let me know which one is your favorite elixir fragrance released so far and why. Share your thoughts in the comments, please. Now, going back to this one here, the 3 notes they talk about here in the note structure are going to be pimento or red pepper, lavender, and sandalwood. It is a red-like scent. It's going to open spicy. It's going to be similar to a lot of the fragrances that, have that spicy red opening, such as Spice Bomb's Infrared EDP, for example. But it does other things. The lavender here is quite nice, adding this kind of really made-to-measure, well-put-together, more refined version, or even mature, grown-up, if you will, within the scent lineup or collection of fragrances. This is going to be the most mature, grown-up, refined, or high-end, if you will, in the whole lineup. Magnetic is very nice. All the other ones are going to be more playful, more youthful. This one here has the element of more grown up, more refined, well put together vibe, made to measure, whatever you want to name it. It is the most well put together, I'd say, from the whole lineup. This is my favorite. I like this one. From the get-go, it was a love at first sniff. Does it remind me of other things? Of course, and we're going to get more into it. But because of the lavender and some of this, more mature, grown-up vibe that it has in its structure, I like it quite a bit. The Maninka, which is a fruit that normally gives off, which is very, signature-like aroma within the scent collection, is not listed as a note, but I definitely get that here as well, giving that, almost strawberry or passion fruit, like this fruity kind of a nuance that's dipped in chocolate. You do get that. So there's definitely the patchouli vibe here. There's definitely that cocoa-like tonka bean with the patchouli. There's some woody notes that will definitely come through, but the opening here is going to be red, spicy, sweet, a little bit creamy, and definitely extremely inviting. So it's gonna grab you at hello. There's no two ways about it. They knew what they were doing. This is a very nice scent from the get-go. Few minutes into the fragrance, 15, 20 minutes now, that lavender will start to kick in even harder. You do have some green components here, perhaps sage. You do have a slight herbal component, but that lavender here is the star player. The sandalwood will add some texture, creamy volume and texture to the scent, which is really nice. It's not gonna be a very predominant or heavy dose of sandalwood, but it's here just enough to make things creamy, interesting, warm, cozy, and inviting. By the way, this is the 9th flanker of the Descent, line of fragrances just on the men's, side of things. So the 9th flanker from the Descent collection from Boss in the men's side of things. So you're going to have a lot of the components from all the different Descents. However, this one has that refined lavender, more classy, more masculine, well put together, made to measure, kind of a grown-up, more mature vibe, which is quite nice. You do have the patchouli, leathery cocoa accord that definitely creeps in at this point. I love the lavender here. It's done in a very nice way, very smooth, very classy, and I do like those semi-gourmandy effects and accents that you get here. There is a little bit of a touch of a vanilla husk here that adds a little bit of a powderiness to the fragrance. Not overly powdered, but quite nice, still adding that warmth, that inviting, cocooning, cozy kind of effect to the scent, which is again quite nice. This borders into the gourmand territory, but it's not quite a gourmand. This is more of a woody, aromatic spice or woody, spicy, aromatic, type scent. The dry down phase is probably the most uninteresting part of the fragrance. The initial blast is incredible. The development is amazing. The dry down is probably going to be the most boring part to you, and the part that's going to be most similar to other fragrances alike, which I'll talk to you about in just a second. The dry down is this ambery, vanillic, fruity, powdery kind of a dry down. It's nice, but it's definitely something that's not going to be groundbreaking or you haven't tried before. It's definitely going to have similarities to a lot of fragrances out there. Quite nice, but not groundbreaking. That is the dry down here. Set to report. But again, the beginning, the transition, definitely incredible. So the whole experience will be nice. The dry down, it's gonna be nice, but not, nothing groundbreaking. So this fragrance reminds me of a couple of things. I talked about Infrared from Spice Bomb, Viktor and Rolf, the EDP, so definitely has nuances, borrow elements from that, of course, with a lot of the Descent, main structure. It does remind me also of Gucci Guilty Parfum, which I love. This is, of course, a more bodied, darker, spicier, more gourmandy-like version of that fragrance. So if you do enjoy that fragrance, but you wanted something a little darker, a little bit, heavier, this would be your fix. And if you enjoy fragrances like, Invictus Victory Elixir, if you like the Born in Roma Intense, Valentino Born in Roma Intense, you're definitely going to like this one because it's going to be in the same classification, the same wheelhouse, having elements of those fragrances that are very natural and concise with this genre. So if you do enjoy it, this is definitely worth trying. This scent, Elixir from Boss, to me, it's going to be more of an evening scent, dressier situations, great for dates, romantic settings, anything that's evening related, this will shine perfectly. And I think seasons, this is going to be best for fall and winter for sure. You could probably get away with this early spring, but that's about it. As it gets warmer and warmer out there, this will be cloying because it is one of those heavier, sweet style scents. Performance was quite good on this one, guys. Gave me about 2+ hours projection. If you spray your clothes, forget about it. It's going to give you tremendous sillage and scent trail. People will definitely get whiffs. You're going to be perceived, and it smells amazing. So if you're looking for standout, head-turning type, reactions, this will definitely be a great one to consider. And longevity, we're talking 8 to 9 hours plus. If you spray your clothes, it's going to be 10 plus. It's going to be there the next day. So not bad, above average performance for this designer release. So definitely one of the better releases of the year so far. Final thoughts on this scent, Elixir. Guys, this is a good one. It's definitely a good one to try. Definitely a good one to get yourself a bottle if you want. If you love the scent profile, you're going to like it. If you want to try it before you buy it, of course, head over to perfume.com. I'm going to have everything listed below along with the code so you guys can check this fragrance, wear it, live it, love it. Once you're ready to commit to a full bottle, I'm also going to have it listed below. Again, not readily available in the US, but you can check the discounters that are partners with this channel, fragrancebuy.ca, Fragflax, Max Aroma, so on and so forth, to see who has it and what is the best price. And again, if I have it, already found it, I'm going to list it for you with codes to make your life easier. But this one, guys, a good release of 2024. I'm very happy with this one. Definitely one of the better ones. And I'd say from the whole Descent line, this would probably be my favorite right now, with the Magnetic one a second, close second. And from the whole Elixir slew of fragrances out there, this is going to sit in the top along with Sauvage Elixir, which still remains my favorite. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you do enjoy the channel, don't forget to show your support. And of course, wear what truly moves you. And I'll see you guys right back here with another one very soon. Take care.